Hello. Let me show you the difference between the SEB for the human free, this one on the left, and the full version, this one on the right. On both you can use the import options to get the data from the site that I'm building with a lot of animation ready to use. And on the free version, let's focus on the free version first. On the free version, you can create new animations and share the animations in this export option. You can get from site from someone else some animation and import it here. It can have one or many other characters. You select the character to import right here, and you have the import option. It's basically this, the only thing that you can do with the free version. Let's import and see a little bit further. So the import option, you see that the character is not on the center of the screen because it's using the default information that it comes from the for the human code that was not done by me. It's a research from other people and I made it on add-on. And you see the guy is far away. And you can see here, if you play the animation, it goes a little bit crazy. So to fix that, you have to go to the graph editor and select the pelvis bone. Let me find it here, pelvis, the Z, pelvis. I can go to the frame all, and you see the pelvis is this one outside. It's not near all the other animation curves. You can remove this curve, just press delete. And you can go to the pose mode. You can look here on the pose bone and find the pelvis. And on the item you can press 0 and it will go to the center of the screen. And here it is. This is the way that you have to do on the free version to fix it and to go to the center of the screen. And you see that it has a little bit of shaking. The free version doesn't have a smooth option. So let me show the difference now from the full version. Let me put it show on all the screen to be easier to see. Okay, let's do the same thing we've done on the free version. Let me import the same animation, elegant ball, and let me import. And you see the difference. It goes right after importing, it goes to the center of the screen. It's not far away, it's here. So this is the first difference that you can notice from the free and the full version. And you see that it has some shakiness. To fix the shakiness, the full version has some options. You can use the Smooth PKL, which works on top of the original PKL file. You can choose both pose or the translation. And you have this distinction between these options because sometimes the translation becomes a little bit odd. So you can use both, and if the translation is weird, you can use only on the pose. So it's gonna smooth only the rotations of the armature. Let me execute it to show you. And when you execute this smooth PKL, it's gonna apply to every character on your PKL file. If you have 1, 2, 3, any number of characters. After executing, you will have this button enabled, so you can press it and it's gonna load another character. Let me put it a little bit on the front and see the difference. You see that the last one that I imported with the smooth, it's a little bit less shaky, but it still have some shakiness. And that's when we can use the second smooth option. Right from the start, I suggest you to use this smooth option because it's much better than this smooth one. But sometimes it's interesting to use both smooth options. So let's see. This is the raw data. This is with smooth PKL. You see both have some shakiness. This one has less shakiness. And let's apply the second smooth on the raw data. It is applied, and you see that it has less jitter, much less jitter, but it still has some shakiness on the head. You can see right on this part. And so you see that the smooth PKL is not perfect, and the second smooth also is not perfect. But what if we combine both? And that's what I'm gonna do now. This one has the smooth PKL, and I'm gonna apply the smooth Giacomo Spaconi on top of it. Just select the armature and press complete. And now this has both smooths enabled. Let's see the result. You see that you don't have shakiness on the head anymore. This final animation is much more smoother than all other ones. And that is the main difference from the full version and the free one. And I'm gonna add more tools to the full one. The free one probably won't have more things, maybe on the future, but not sooner. Oh, and the full version has one more tool. Let me remove this shaky one, and let's keep just the best result. Let's see from the front, and take a look on the foot. You see that it goes through the floor, and the full version has another tool that helps on that. Let's select the armature, and you press this part. You have just a foot height lock to help fixing this. You press analyze with the armature selected, and you have to select where you want the foot height lock to start. For example, I can press right from the start, and you have the start and the end, because if you have some jumping motion, if you have the foot height lock enabled, it wouldn't jump. You have to set an end part so it can stop the height lock and you to have the jump. I don't have a jump motion now to show, but let's just show this simple one. Okay, so you pressed the start, so you select when the height lock to start, and now you just have to press apply, and it will fix the animation to don't let the foot to penetrate the floor. Let's see the result. And see here, you don't have the foot penetrating the floor anymore. And if you want, you can get the original data back, and the foot goes through the floor. We can apply it again, and the foot stops going through the floor. Well, for now, that's basically it. I plan to add much more functions. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.